Welcome to the Burning Metal Weekly Roundup. This is the third roundup for September, and I'm joined yet again this week by Adrian Williams of Metal Messiah Radio, Conjurings from the Hellfire Club, Screams from the Metal Crypt. How are things, Matt?
I doing great.
Good stuff, good stuff. I see
Listen,
the head of the Spanish FA lost his job this week. Well, he can kiss any future jobs in football goodbye anyway, can't he?
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
can kiss them all goodbye. He won't be working in football again.
yeah.
But on a different note, I've got a bit of news. I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. In 2013, I put on my very first gig, and this year, to the day, I ran my final gig. I've done it 10 years today. I'm like, right, 10 years, I've done it all, I'm out. In 2014, I became very well known for a brief period of time for attempting to put on a big festival that, well, looking back, was idiotic in every sense. It was stupid. That's all I'll say about it. In 2019, I formed the Iron Mountain Metal Festival, which was going to happen in 2020, and everything was working fine. It was all moving forward, and a global pandemic happened. And this week, a former member of Iron Mountain Metal Festival came to me and said, "I have a place down in the country with farmland, loads of parking. We've got loads of space for camping. We have a shed that we can put one stage in. We've got a lad we can get a marquee off that's fairly big, so we can put two stages there. We can get a few portaloos. The lad that's actually moving out of the house that he had leased the house has digital PAs and everything, backline the whole lot. So
Oh,
basically, we nearly have everything we need already. And we've had a chat, and we decided we'd put on a two-stage, 2-day festival on the June bank holiday next year. And I'll be very transparent from the start. We're going to call it Rockstock 24. We won't be charging in. We'll be making everyone go sign a waiver. We haven't come to an idea on bands yet, but it'll be up on 20, I'd say. And we'll be doing DJs and stuff because we'll be finishing around 10 o'clock because it's in the country, 10, maybe 11. Still an very early plan. Please don't inundate me with band applications. We've got a lot of planning and not to that. We've got to get a crew together yet. So I'm putting it out there now. And I'm not going to mention it again for a long time because it's way down the line.
yeah.
Is anyone out there that's any use and would like to be involved in a festival over the June bank holiday weekend next year, have a chat with me. We'll feed you, we'll water you, and we'll make sure you're looked after. We might even stretch a bit of petrol money, but that's all we can do because this is going to cost us. I'd say it'll cost us $3,000 to do this because we're not charging in. So if anyone wants to help, get in touch. And that's all I will say for now about that. And that's going to be happening next year. And we should kick on with our roundup. We have 5 releases this week. Well, 4 this week. We missed one last week, so we'll include that as well. And we shall start with The Grief, who released their comeback single, Descentral. Is that how I said?
Disentral.
Descentral. We shall play a minute of that now. We'll stop it there now. Unfortunately, gave it the minute. Great track. Well, we're going to have to pause it. Adrian is frozen. And Adrian has unfrozen. He's come back to us. I was just saying there that that's a really, really good track from the lads.
Yeah, fucking class, man. Deadly. Is that one of the singer? It's one of the guys from Cormona.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think so. It sounds like it. But,
I don't know who's in that band. I know Con Doyle was playing the drums in it at one point, but I don't know if he's still a member or not.
I think I think John from Faroon is in it. John Murphy is with
Oh, he
them.
formed it. Yeah, he formed the band.
I think it's the two one of the two brothers from Cormona as well.
Well, whoever's in the band is, but they're really good anyway.
Yeah, it's quality, proper fucking doom metal. You
And of
know.
course, they're playing live. Maybe I believe for the first time at the Urban Assault next year.
No, they're playing. They're playing a few gigs in the coming weeks. They're playing in. They're playing in Dolan. I think it's Dolan's the 20th.
Yeah, you're right. They are. I seen that. I actually, now you say it to me, it refreshed my memory. Yeah, they have a gig coming up soon.
That's for the album launch, and then they're playing with Brigantia and Darkest Air on the 22nd of December in the Cashba in Limerick again, basically.
Also, it's sporadic, like, but their first gig in Cork anyway will be in the Urban Assault.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and Faroon are playing live at that as well too.
that's well.
Well, that'll be a draw, like, for the locals, because they're two bands that like Faroon haven't played live in years.
Yeah, I know.
It's well over a decade.
Yeah.
Well, that was The Grief anyway. Then their album is coming very soon. Are they releasing one album or two albums?
One.
One.
It's called Crucible. It's on the 6th of October. It's released.
Well, that was the Grief, and check them out. They're very good. And next on our list, we have Gamma Bomb, who released their latest single, Speed Funeral. And we are going to have to skip this on about a good bit because it's a really long intro. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great video, but basically, if we were to play the intro, that would be the whole time gone. So we'll have to skip her forward a bit.
For just 20 € top up, enjoy no limits 5G data, unlimited calls.
Oh, that's an ad. Here we go. This is just really, really cool intro. Shame I can't include it, but here we go. Let's keep stop it there now. Give it the time. Oh, I love Gamma Bomb. I love that track.
Yeah, man, they're fucking deadly. They are fucking great bands. So if they don't if that doesn't put a smile on your face, there's something wrong with you.
Absolutely. I think over the course of the last however many years, I think Gamma Bomb might be my favorite of the big bands.
Yeah.
The really well-known bands like the Primordials and all the rest. Like,
yeah.
I just love Gamma Bomb. I just think they're so good. Like,
I know.
The first thing I ever heard from them was OCP, and I was hooked. Oh, that just hooked me, man. I was in. That was once I heard OCP, I was in. And they never disappoint, do they?
No. Man, that even that last album, Sea Savage, you know, it's kind of a pity it was released during fucking lockdown, wasn't it? I think it was, you know.
But sure, that was a weird time, man. Nobody really knew what was happening, did they?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But they came back. They played the Damnation, the first Damnation after the lockdowns ended.
Right. Yeah, that's
That was the
right.
first time I seen them.
All
And
right.
I thought they were fucking brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I loved them. I loved that. I thought they were one of my bands of the Damnation and that. I thought they were class.
Yeah.
And of course, Joe was in the new project, Devilsome.
As well, yeah. And also, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday, Joe. Good man yourself. And of course, we'll put out there, Devilsome are looking for a drummer now if anyone's looking to play some good fucking music. Like,
Yeah.
so that was Gamma Bomb Speed Funeral, and that was it's brilliant. Very low views on it. It only has like 6,500 views. Like, that's very unusual for Gamma Bomb. They usually get way more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It kind of slipped under the radar. We missed it completely last week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It happens
right.
sometimes. We won't go over it again about the social media thing. How hard it's getting now. It's getting fucking ridiculous at this stage.
Mm.
And next on our list, we have Foreign Wolf, who released their new single, Stay With Me. We'll play a minute of that now. What the fuck is going on? I'm going to pause it for a second. Oh, no. Stop it there now. Give it a minute. Another great track from the lads.
Yeah, class track that is. No.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Foreign Wolf now for years,
Yeah.
and I think they're a great band.
Yeah, they are. They're a good fucking band, all right. They write fucking great tunes as well.
They're getting better, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, some of the older stuff I really like, but they're just kicking on, like.
Yeah.
And we touched on before, it's unusual to see a band with 3 guitarists now.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
With no harm.
No harm. It sounds great. It does.
Yeah, they're a very, very, very good band. And we shall move on to the next one. And we shall play next one on our list is Sickened. It's a one-man project. He's from Carlow, yeah?
No, Wexford.
Wexford, apologies.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was Carlow. And he released a new single, Destroyer. We shall play a minute of that now. Stop it there now. We gave it the time, we gave it the minute. Another cool track from him.
Yeah. I know he's constantly writing, he is, No, I think he's right. He released an EP a couple of months back. He did, and
Yeah, we missed that completely.
yeah, I know. But he's released 2 singles since, basically, and they're improvement on the EP. They are.
Yeah, the reason I haven't seen it because he doesn't have a Facebook page.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I don't use Instagram because I can't stand it. So I'm liable to miss things like this.
Yeah.
You know, I went into Instagram there last week for the first time in ages, and it was just ad after ad after ad. I was like, fuck off.
I know.
I don't want to, fuck this. Like, at least on the page feed on Facebook, you can dodge all the ads and all that other crap. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's what put me off. I just can't cope with the fucking bullshit. Like, and all these. I won't rant about it because I've ranted about it numerous times in the past. But that was sickened, and if you want to follow him, you have to go on the old Instagram machine, and that was Destroyer, one-man project from Wexford. Cool stuff. And we are down to our last release of the evening, and it's a band from Cork that have recently signed with Invictus Productions called, what are they called?
Historian Vigil.
Historian Vigil, yeah, that was the one. And he dropped one track in advance of his EP, the 4-track EP, or it's probably an album actually, because it's so long.
It's an album. It is.
It's just a really long 4-track album. Yeah, grand. It's coming on the 8th of December, 2023. Jeez, the 8th of December, the day how Dimebag was shot and John Lennon was shot, like. That was a historic day. And we shall play a minute of this track, 9 Bellowing Hounds.
Yeah.
A bit tired today. I've stopped there. Unfortunately, I want to listen to that in full again. That's a brilliant song.
Deadly fucking song. Great band they are. I've seen them live about a year ago. I did.
Are they just a 2-piece?
Yeah, but they had a third member when I saw them live. Some guy. It's the guy. You remember Gaelic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guys from Gaelic. It's one of them anyway.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Jeez, they were a great band as well, man. Their album was fucking class.
I know. Super band they were. But I like this. They're kind of fucking black and heavy speed metal, basically. Like kind of mortuary drape mixed with fucking Venom sort of style.
And they have the old school production as well that Invictus love.
Yeah. It's raw as fuck. It is. All right.
That's an Invictus release if there ever was one all day, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah.
They'll fit in well there.
Yeah.
And we have come to the end of our roundup for this week. And we've got a few stories, of course, that I like to put in at the end of every roundup. We've got this week. It's got to be science themed, and this week the unfortunate news is the passing of the creator of Dolly the sheep, who was actually back in 1996. He done that.
What the fuck is that?
1996 when Dolly the sheep was created. Man, he was a sir and everything when he died. Like, what an achievement! Cloning a fucking. I was cloning a sheep, but still, full on clone, like amazing stuff. And then, of course, the other big scientific news this week was the NASA rover created enough breathable oxygen on Mars to keep a dog alive for 10 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They've sent India was bragging, oh, we landed on the south side of the moon, and we're like, the Americans like, yeah, hold your beer, like. We've just got a fucking rover up on Mars that created enough breathable oxygen for a dog for 10 hours. Amazing, like that's the start of making Mars habitable.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing shit, like mind blowing that they can do that. Like a machine can do that. Man, this is like Area 51 shit back in the day when we found out about the stealth bomber 20 years after it was created. Like this, we have no idea what they have, do we?
No,
It's beyond
not.
our imaginations, the tech that they really have. Like,
Yeah.
but we'll finish up on a rather bit of unfortunate scientific news. That up in North Dublin on Portmarnock Beach, a bunch of lads dug a hole in a beach. And some astronomer was walking past the next day and he found the hole with a rock in it. And it was on the news and everything, and it came to this mad conclusion that it was some rare cosmic event that this fucking asteroid crashed into the beach. And he was going around with the stone and everything he found. Oh, you can see the burn marks on it and everything. He was convinced that he'd found the fucking trace of an asteroid, but it was just some lads digging a hole in the beach. Keep it fucking classy, Ireland. Keep it classy. And that's it for the end of our roundup for this week. We shall be back next week, and we don't know how many releases are coming, but we'll have a few anyway, I'm sure. And thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that stuff. And we shall see you very soon. Bye.